Hello and welcome everybody. Today I am sharing with you my 3-step formula for getting booked on podcasts. So I'm so excited to talk about this today because I think it is extremely important if you are someone who is considering writing and publishing a book. So hey, if you don't know me or we've never met before, my name is Mary Shores and I am a personal and professional development expert. I'm also the best-selling author of Conscious Communications, your step-by-step guide to harnessing the power of your words to change your mind, your choices, and your life. Now, I can teach these skills because I truly believe, and it's backed by science, that you can change your reality with just your words. Okay, great. And I want to teach you how to do the same thing. Today is all about like how to get on a podcast. So again, I want to talk today about my 3-step formula. This is what I have used in order to get on over 100 podcasts in 2017 alone. And in 2018, I'm going to be on twice that amount. So if you can hear me, click the like button or the wow face so that I know that everyone can hear me okay. And whether you're listening live or whether you're listening to the replay, let me know where you're listening from. So I am going live from Champaign, Illinois. So think cows and cornfields. Okay, so it's really fun and exciting to be on a podcast. Like, yay! There are all different kinds of podcasts. Like there's live, there's pre-recorded, there are podcasts where they're going to be video. The majority of podcasts are audio only, so you don't have to get yourself like all fixed up. But hey, the video ones are fun too because then you can learn to get super, super expressive with yourself. All right, the first step to booking yourself on a podcast. All right, this is great and this is the easiest one. I want you to make a podcast wish list. So this is just simply a list of the shows that you would like to go on. Now, if you have, I suggest doing this in a spreadsheet. Now you're going to want to put the show name. If you can find the email or the contact form of how to apply to be on the show, you'll want to put that on there too. Now, if you don't have a list or you're not and you have no idea where your list should come from, what you want to do is you want to find a similar influencer to yourself and just do a quick Google search to get a list of the shows that person has been on. So for example, if you Google Mary Shores podcasts, you're going to find page after page after page that's going to come up and tell you all the shows and the episode numbers that I've been on. You can also search my name on Apple or Stitcher, any of these platforms, but just find. So for example, if you think that your work is a lot like Brene Brown, then same thing. You can Google Brene Brown podcast or Gabby Bernstein podcast. So whatever your topic is about, search some podcasts. Start with a list of about 100 shows. Okay, you're going to want about 100 shows on the list. So now tell me in the comments, what is your favorite podcast? I would love to hear what your favorite podcast. Some of my favorite ones are the Shameless Moms podcast. I love that one. Making the Maven, Undo Anxiety. I was on one called Positive Head. I love Positive Head. Also, Chicken Soup for the Soul is a great podcast. There's many, many more, but just tell me in the comments, what is your favorite podcast? All right, the number 2 step, Best Life Cafe, that is a great one. The number 2 step in our 3-step formula is I want you to write a template email. Now, this is going to be your pitch to the podcast. The easiest thing to do is to write a template for yourself so that you're not reinventing it every single time you're sending an email to a show. Now, this is kind of a trial and error process, and that's perfectly okay. We went through several versions, or I went through several versions when I first got started before I really had one that I felt like was getting me the most yeses. All right, so once you have this template email, you'll use that over and over and over again. Now, the great news is that you don't have to write this template email yourself. If you are signing up to go to the Aspiring Authors online workshop with Cheryl Muir and myself, we're actually going to give you a free pitch note that you can use to pitch yourself to be on any kind of media. So whether it's podcasts, whether it's to get yourself in a print magazine, we're going to give you the pitch note that you're going to need in order to establish that. So Cheryl Muir is a writing coach and a PR expert, and her and I have teamed up together to teach you guys the online Aspiring Authors workshop. So this is perfect for people who are wanting to publish their first book and they just kind of wish they had somebody show them the first steps. Well, guess what? That's me. I'm going to show you how to get started with that. Okay. Step number 3 in this 3-step formula, and this is so important, is you're going to need to create a media kit or a media one sheet. Now, I actually, I'm going to show you a copy of what mine looks like. Okay, this is my one sheet. Now, let's talk about some of the things that are on this one sheet. Okay, what you're going to notice first is there is a headshot. All right, so the headshot is just a nice picture of yourself so that the person can see how mediagenic you are. Okay, right here, let's see, how do you do this? The camera's backwards for me. Right here is an About You section. So what you want to put in the About You section is just some of your accolades or like why they should choose you as an expert. So like mine says, as an author, speaker, entrepreneur, and CEO, Mary teaches individuals and businesses to fearlessly create their own realities by using scientific methods and practical personal development. So that's just one of the things. And then over here, you're going to put your interview topics. So because the shows don't really know much about you, you can tell them what are going to be good interview topics for you. And also the next section that I have right below that right here are good interview questions. So these are seed questions. Don't expect the host of a show to do tons of research about you or to have read your book or to, sometimes they might just pull up your website, but the majority of time they actually don't. So what you want to do is just give them some seed questions on this media one sheet. Okay, and then right here, I actually have a testimonial from Mama Gina, because if you can get a big name person, so Mama Gina is the best-selling author, actually #1 New York Times best-selling author of the book, of several books, but her most recent one is called Pussy. So let's just face reality. If you write a book named Pussy, it's probably going to become a bestseller. But she wrote me a testimonial for my book, and so we've included that right here. Now, without having one of these, it's going to be really difficult to get on a show. Okay, so tell me in the comments, what are you an expert at? So if you were to go on a podcast, what kind of podcast would you like to be on, or what would you like to talk about? What I've been finding very popular lately is like holistic healing. Diet and fitness is huge on podcasts. Entrepreneurial topics. So like next month, I know that I'm going on the EO Fire show. That is a really exciting one. There is podcasts for every topic out there. So whether it's a funny one, whether it's a storytelling one, there is a podcast for you. So, all right, Mary's 3-step formula is 1, create your magic podcast wish list. So you want to start with about 100 shows on this list. Now, if you're serious like I was and you want to be on tons of podcasts, that step number 2 is write your email template so that you are sending the same email to all of the shows. Now, I was sending 60 emails a week to get about 20 yeses. So that kind of gives you a ratio of like the majority of these you're going to get rejects for. So don't let a no influence you at all. No just means You know, half of them were because they weren't doing the show anymore. A lot of them had already booked out guests for a year. We even had one show that had booked out guests for a year, and they ended up putting us on anyway because they had gotten a personal referral from me. And then that third tip, which is the third step and probably the most important, is to create your Media One Sheet. Now, if you want some more information about the Media One Sheet, send me a note and I will get a hold of you. My biggest suggestion for you, if you are serious about being on a podcast or you're serious about writing and publishing a book, is to please, please, please check out the Amazing Aspiring Authors Online Workshop. I am teaching this team teaching with Cheryl Muir. I'm going to teach you every section of a proposal, what goes in the sections, what is the point of the sections, how to write them, how to make them look good, how to do your market analysis, your competitive analysis with the other books. And then Cheryl, who is a PR expert, is going to teach you how to build an online platform, because really, publishers are not interested in publishing your book if you do not have a platform. So this is extremely important to understand. And lastly, we're going to be giving you all kinds of tips on how to write and promote your book. You're going to get all kinds of supplemental documents and support information, such as a copy of my proposal. We're going to give you the pitch note so that you have a template email to send out to media outlets. We're also going to be giving you my exclusive chapter planner, and that is going to help you structure and write your book. So that's very important. All right. Now, lastly, I just want to make one announcement and I will jump off here, is that I am starting my live series with Hay House on January 8th. So on January 8th on the Hay House page, I am going to be coming to you live for about 45 minutes. I've got my own show on Hay House now. I could not, thank you, Santa Claus. I could not be more excited about this. Okay. So episode number 1 is going to be on January 8th. You just have to have liked the Hay House page in order to view it. And we're going to be talking about 8 tips to crush it in 2018. So I have already got the content all ready to go, and I am so excited to share it. All right, guys, just if you have any comments later or questions, let me know, and I will be sure to answer them. Thank you so much, and have a great, great holiday.